Gemini, hello. Excuse me, you are the first. This is the first words I'm saying out loud all day so far. So bear with me a second. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who it's your first time here, welcome to you. I am Denise, and this is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And I am going to be doing a general timeless, that means whatever time you come across this reading is time for you, reading for the collective of Gemini. It's Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, or Ascendant, or Venus. It's general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. So take what does, leave what doesn't, and just be careful not to put yourself into a story that isn't yours. You don't want to just relate. You don't want to relate. You want to resonate with it. You feel me? There's a difference. All right. So today we are doing an archetype reading, and we are asking the universe what archetype you embody right now, or what archetype the universe wants you to embody. I'm kind of going to go wing it a little. I have a loose structure. You're my first reading of the day, and you're my guinea pigs today, Gemini. Usually it's Libra. Last week it was Aquarius, and this week it wanted to be you. So we are using the Wild Unknown Archetypes. It comes with 2 boxes. It's dope. And I am just pulling, there's 4 different parts of this deck, and I'm just pulling from the selves. There's the selves, the places, the tools, the initiation. We might pull from one of the other ones. I have them set up, but we'll see. Going to figure out the format of all 12 of these readings with you right now, Gemini. At the end, I know we're going to pull an oracle from the Priestess of Light. And I have 4 other decks, tarot decks, set up to clarify, because we're going to, but we'll figure that out as we get to it. The Black Tarot, the True Heart Tarot, and then the Muse and the Tarot of Mystical Moments. So we got a lot going on. This archetype deck is circular. Also, it's very difficult to shuffle with it in the way that they're new, they're round, that's weird to hold on to, and they kind of stick together. So I've been working with them, but to keep that in mind in case the shuffle is taking longer. All right, Gemini, this is exciting. I feel the excitement. I'm moving my shoesies out of the way. It's really important when I read for me that my feet be bare and flat on whatever the surface is that's underneath me. Okay. Ready? I'm almost ready. I feel so crowded. Hold on. There's a stack of... Oh, it's because the stack is higher than normal. Have to move some books. Art books. There. Oh my gosh, it's so much better. It's so much better. Ugh. Energy is so important. Energy flow. Okay, maybe that's a reminder for y'all to like check your alignment. All right. Here we go. Gemini. I just remembered I didn't call in your... Hold on. You got the comic. So I'm feeling right away like a sadness, like a mask. Let's see what's on the bottom. The Pilgrim. You're embarking on an internal journey. High school is like school years is popping up to me, like bathrooms, like the big bathrooms, you know, in like school that the big ones. They're like big, like not as big as an airport one, but you know what I mean? Like that, like a lot of stalls and stuff. Like where you were back then and what you did to get by was laugh, make fun of stuff. But there's a journey that you were meant to start and you're picking it back up. Let's see how close my intuition, my hit was to what the descriptions say. I just got this deck. I just got a bunch of these decks, most of them. So this is my first reading with it. And I'm not familiar like with the cards. Very slightly. Okay. The Joker, the Clown, the Fool. Hilarious, ingenuous, spirited, easygoing. The comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world, and the deepest pain and suffering, there is always amid the deepest pain and suffering, there is always the potential to lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. Though dismissed by some as lowbrow or unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind. Some may use the word genius, as humor requires one to see the situation from afar, rather than to be swept away by the drama. The comic sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as a material to be mixed and shaped into a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up. Thus, within the comic is usually the sage or the magician working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. The comic may be the archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time. The comic has plenty of shade to throw on others, and it can fall into shadow at the drop of a hat. Beware of their sharp claws. So the light aspects of that are hilarious, ingenuous, spirited, easygoing. And the dark are sarcastic, harsh, brooding, and drunk. Joy, jokes, and smiles are signs of a happy heart. Be wary of spiritual practices or teachers who leave the comic by the wayside. Interesting. Interesting. I can't wait to clarify this with tarot. You know we're using the black tarot. It's happening. We're using the black one. Okay, let's read Pilgrim. The Pilgrim. This is really interesting, Gemini. I have a song Yellow in my head by Coldplay. It's just been in my head and it keeps coming in my head. Right down. But it's true. Look how they shine for you. That part. Okay. The Pilgrim, the Wanderer, the Traveler, the Apprentice. The light aspects are learns, grows, adapts, studies, and the dark are aloof, non-committal, and flaky. We all have a deep longing to answer the call, to get unstuck. What are the obstacles between you and the door? For the pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward journey. This archetypal wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the farthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. So your superpower, Gemini, one of them is making people, bringing people together, making them feel safe and comfortable through laughter, through lightheartedness, through using a joke to diffuse a situation and bring peace to a situation. That's so dope. And of course, this is an air sign because it's all about seeing the truth, right? Clarity, and the way you see the truth, and then what you're able to do is through laughter. That's really dope. That's dope. Okay, so let's see what this part is of you. So I feel like I think I said it in the beginning, is the internal internal journey. It's maybe my feeling is that you've gotten forgotten. You've forgot yourself in this, maybe helping other people. And maybe your jokes you do use them sometimes to protect yourself. You know, let's see. Well, I think we'll see that more with the tarot, but let's just see what else this says. Others will wonder when the pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life, but the pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and soon the pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day-to-day. Yet when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door toward a new reality. With the pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Travel light, travel soon, your spirit needs it. So it's like the Fool, yeah? I'm so excited. I can't wait to use the Black Tarot, and it is so dope. It's such a dope deck. Whoa. Okay, let's see, Gemini. Universe, what can you tell us more about where Gemini is right now? Where are they? What is this? Hold on. Yeah, okay. Ha! The bottom of the deck? Whew, whoa, hold up. Was the Fool. Is that the cover? Oh yeah, that's the cover of the deck too. Beneath that is the Page of Cups. Okay. And the Strength card and the Seven of Spheres, which is Pentacles. The underlying often tells such a story on its own. So this is taking a lot of courage for you. It's moving from your heart space. And I feel like that's maybe something you're not all the way used to doing. It's like you're going after your dream, your deepest heart's desire. Okay, so what came up for you? The Empress and the Nine of Wands. The Empress. That is a deep knowing of who you are at your core. Who you are. all of it holistically, not just your human, but like all of it. The Empress is the embodiment of the raw feminine energy that exists in this dimension. We can't perceive it in this dimension. We can't see it or understand it, or because it vibrates so much differently, right? So in order for us to be able to interact with it, it has to alchemize itself into and transmute into the human form, right? And it's the spirit inside, which is the divine feminine in the human body. It's the highest level you can get to as a human, the Empress and the Emperor, right? They're the most divine, actualized humans. And that's where you are right now, Gemini. And it looks like, yeah, you're going through it. Whatever this is, it's been a long time. Because the Nine of Wands is when you've been, you know, it feels heavy. You're going through like, you've been fighting and working and focusing and wishing and on something and moving toward it. And it has been long and hard, and you are tired, and you're maybe a little bit discouraged, but it's more like you're disenchanted. You wonder if you're disillusioned, and you're thinking about giving up. Like you feel like you want to give up, and you're in that place where your head is like, don't give up, don't, oh, but I went, oh, but don't, you know what I mean? Right on the other side of the 9 is the 10, and that's when you put all the burdens down, right? Okay. So let's ask with the True Heart Tarot. I want to know for you more about what the comic is. Like, how can Gemini use the archetype of the comic to get through to the next level? The Three of Wands. Okay. Ooh, the Tower's on the bottom. Okay. I just want to say that the illustrations for this deck, I think, are the most on point that I've probably ever seen, with so much reverence and regard to the Rider-Waite. And with Rachel's own interpretations, and it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. This is the Tower. Underneath the Tower is the Two of Cups. And underneath that was the Eight of Swords, but we'll get to that in a second. What came out was the King of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I understand kind of what the story is, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out how it ties to the comic. There is something that you need to let go of. You need to let it fall apart. And it's definitely not easy for you. It's something from the heart that you felt in full alignment with. Or in order to stay in full alignment with your heart, you have to, well, no matter what, this is true. You have to let it fall apart. So it's either that your dream that you've been working for the goal you thought you have to shift it over and let things fall away, or you have to let things fall away so that you can start getting toward the goal. It's one or the other. You guys will know which resonates. I would love it if you tell me in the comments. It's so helpful. No worries either way. Okay, so the way to do that is to let the wheel turn, is you have to embody the King of Cups, whether you're masculine or feminine. I'm going to pull a card just to see if that is someone else, but I think it's you. It's to integrate the masculine and feminine aspects of the cups for you. And for this, it's to keep your emotions in balance. Keep those balanced and measured so that you still are a pure expression of love, and you are moving from creativity. You are in your creativity. You are psychically aligned and open and receiving, and you know when to cut things out, you know, so you don't get carried away by the emotions. Yes. I want to pull another card on the King of Cups, and we're going to go back to the Black Tarot for that. Okay. Just want to see. What can you tell us, Spirit, for Gemini about the King of Cups? Okay. Temperance. Have faith, right? It's divine timing. The Nine of Wands, wanting to give up. So you've been going at this a long time. This is a reminder from the universe. They are taking care of you. You are being taken care of. Everything will unfold the way it's meant to. So just have faith, right? Just have faith, because it's so easy. I know it's not easy. On the bottom is the Four of Swords. So that's about you. Like a spa day, like a retreating for yourself. Healing. The Four of Swords is healing. And it's taking steps back. Nurturing steps. Something just fell over there. I don't even know. I think it was wax. Candle wax. But there's nothing lit over there of that way. I don't know. But maybe that was an indication of, like, you really need to lighten up for yourself. Maybe that's how the comic part comes in. Maybe you've forgotten to see the lightness. Your superpower is seeing the truth and seeing the dark and the shadow simultaneously, and being able to shift the frequencies by lightening the load. Phew. All right, Gemini, that's dope as fuck. Let's get your Priestess of Light Oracle message. That was dope. Thank you for your energy for that. It was really helpful. All right, Spirit, last message you have for the Gemini Collective. I was like, are they gonna fall? They're not gonna fall. They're gonna fall. They're not gonna fall. You got duality, many meanings, misunderstanding, and divine masculine electric active power. King of Cups, right? Duality and divine masculine. I'm saying they're looking at each other. There's still a little like, let's see. This is exciting. Okay. duality. The disciple priestess Magdalena sits at the entrance to a cave, a place of retreat. Four of Swords. The skull on her lap indicates her spiritual side, whereas the open book represents her scholarly and educated side. Her red dress and white sash beneath her are symbols of the divine feminine and divine masculine combined. Your life is also full of dualities. You are at the same time masculine and feminine, physical and ethereal, fully human and fully divine. The Empress. That's whether you're female or male. It doesn't matter, or non-binary. It's always the aspects of it, okay? And if it happens, the gender is the same that you identify with, then it's definitely you, you feel me? Like all fully you. Not that it isn't, but if you understand what I'm saying. I think you understand what I'm saying. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. This card encourages you to explore all these true yet diverse aspects of yourself. It may feel strange to dive into new spiritual practices if you've always been physically oriented. An active masculine approach to life may feel unnatural if you've traditionally been in a more reflective and feminine mode. And you got the divine masculine, right? And you got well, you're in the Empress and you got the King of Cups. So yes. These deeper layers of yourself now long to be expressed. In opening up to these experiences, you will tap important previously unknown strengths and talents and widen the scope of your spiritual, your personal, and even your professional life. Finally, there is a message of warning in this card regarding distorted perceptions. Magdalena, or Mary Magdalene, has been historically misunderstood, called a prostitute when she was actually an educated landowner. She was also Sophia. She was Jesus's girlfriend, Jesus's divine feminine. Be conscious of the ways you may be misunderstood and be courageous in your intention to live your own life and stand in your truth. Also be aware of any misunderstandings you carry about yourself. Any limiting or judgmental notions must be set aside. A clear understanding of your truth requires you to embrace your divine nature, the most gracious and powerful part of your many-faceted, sparkling identity. Here is your affirmation. I am willing to explore the many wonderful sides of my nature. I am open to understanding the depth of my truth and expressing that to others. Let's see what divine masculine is. I would really love it if y'all told me in the comments like how this resonated for you, if you wanted to. Okay. This is the card of Osiris, Master of Resurrection. He heralds a time of active, creative energy in your life. He fuses his own inner light with the powerful and eternal vibration of universal consciousness, being newly empowered in every cell and every thought. The hawk that sits on his shoulders has a strong life force and intense energy. This card indicates that you are entering this field of expansive energy at this time. My third eye just went thunk. In flight, the hawk has great vision and the ability to communicate with the spirit of creation, and this is an important message for you. The spirit of creation is the Empress. The Empress is the creator, right? In flight, the hawk has great vision and... Oh, I just read that. It's an important message for you. Sorry. Whether it's a new business, a novel, or a work of art, now is the time to focus on this type of endeavor. Your own resonance vibrates with an absolutely electric connection with the universal inspiration and accelerated action. In fact, you may emerge from this time feeling not only reinvigorated, but even reinvented. Hello, Four of Swords, right? Temperance. Even the King of Cups, that's emotional self-care. You know what I'm saying? On a personal level, this card could signify an approaching relationship with a man. It may be a new romance, or it could be a strong friendship or business connection. This man brings fresh ideas and dynamic energy into your life, so be conscious of any new opportunities. Remember, as you receive the guidance and support, always to maintain your own creative intention and listen to your own intuitive voice. Your affirmation is, as I connect with the creative force in the universe, my own creativity expands and thrives. Gemini. I might start doing extended readings. Let me know in the comments if you would be interested in that. Those would be for money. So these are all free, and they will always be free, but extendeds would be would have a fee, and it would be like under $10. You know what I'm saying? And probably the option to like rent it or buy it. So if you guys would be interested in that, let me know, because I think I might start doing it. But it's like another whole reading for another 12 readings. You feel me? So that's why I can't. It's a lot of time to do that without being like compensated for it. You know what I mean? So, yes. Okay. I'm saying that because I feel like an extended could happen from this. I feel like this message is clear, but that there is more underneath there. And we could go for like hours probably. But Gemini, give me a moment. I just want to decide if I want to pull one more card. Here's what I would like to know. If you want to help out in the comments, let me know who you resonated with. Are you the Empress? Or are you the King of Cups? Are they both the same thing? Is the King of Cups someone else? You feel me? I'm curious. Okay, Gemini, that is what I have for you, and I hope it helps. And thank you for sharing your energy with me, and thank you this time for being my guinea pigs, and I will see you next week. Bye, Gemini.